Hi gang, welcome to today's video. Today we are just going to quickly cover what the difference is between a before save and an after save event in Salesforce. So this concept, if it's new to you, has always been sort of relevant for Salesforce developers and coders, but now with Flow taking over the future of Salesforce automation, this distinction is especially important for admins to understand. So first, let's take a quick step back. Imagine you're entering a new record into Salesforce. So maybe you open an object tab, you hit the new button, you start to populate your fields, and then you have that save record on the bottom. Once you hit save, that record commits into your Salesforce database where it becomes a true record, where it finally gets that Salesforce ID that you would find in the page records URL. So when we talk about a before save event, we're really talking about this step here, that very brief, super fast period of time between when you commit a record to your database, so when you hit save or import, and the time that it actually takes to store inside of your database. An after save event happens after a record is already committed to your database. So basically, once this step happens, your after save events and automations will trigger. So how does this apply to Flow? Let's open the Flow builder. And let's say I want to create a record triggered flow. When you're setting up your record triggered flow, you have to choose your object. You have to choose your trigger. So basically, what event is going to trigger this automation that you're building? And down here where it says optimize the flow for, this is where you choose between before save, which is fast field updates, or after save, which is actions and related records. So when would you choose either one? If you're only automating field updates on the record that's triggering the flow, so let's say you create a record, but when you save it, you want a field on that record to be automatically populated. In that case, you would choose before save / fast field updates because that's just a more efficient way of getting that information in. Now, if you want to do anything beyond that, so let's say you want to update records related to that triggering record, if you want to create new records on a different object or even the same object, or do something else completely separate involving other Salesforce objects and events, then you really want to go with the actions and related records option, aka the after save option. So to keep it short and sweet, do fast field updates / before save anytime you want to update the record itself that triggers a flow. Use after save / actions and related records anytime you want to do something beyond what I just said. If you have a small database, you won't necessarily realize the difference. But if you are regularly importing or automatically creating lots of records or updating lots of records at any given time, you'll hit Salesforce limits a lot faster if you don't use a before save method and all you need to do is just update the fields on those records. And I would say even if you are a small org, even if you don't have a large database size, just start getting used to this idea of, okay, I have this thing I need to build that's automated. Can I do it with a before save automation and make it run just as efficiently as possible? So I hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have more questions about this in the comments. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to get notified anytime I do more short videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Here's a quick little overview of all of the automation tools in Salesforce available to us and how they generally operate. So Flow, you can do before save and after save automations, much like Apex triggers. Formulas and roll-up fields, so those fields don't populate until after a record is saved. Validation rules, obviously a record won't save if a user doesn't pass a validation rules criteria, so those are before save. Workflow rules and process builder, so the OGs of Salesforce automation are all after save. And that's one big reason why Salesforce is probably encouraging all of us to adopt Flow.